I honestly can't keep up with how many near misses we have on a weekly basis of potential airline crashes. We saw major delays at Newark Airport, I should say, for the 6th day. This was as of Saturday.
This is a disgrace. The FAA has been imposing delays for 6 consecutive days, revealing a glaring disregard for public safety. Are they trying to distract us from deeper issues? The elite are manipulating our trust while our lives hang in the balance.
Because the FAA imposed delays for flights bound for Newark.
Every week we hear shocking news about our air travel system teetering on the brink of disaster. With delays piling up and safety protocols crumbling, is the FAA neglecting its duties? Today we expose the shocking truths behind the airline crisis and the elite's manipulation of our safety. Buckle up. This ride is about to get turbulent.
Is it the second biggest or third biggest airport? I mean, it's a huge airport, obviously.
Yeah.
Average delays stretched over 3 hours on Saturday afternoon. 270 flights to or from Newark were delayed as of Saturday afternoon. They announced delays because they don't have enough air traffic controllers. There was a story of a near miss at Dulles Airport.
Oh, again?
Again, which you'd think they would fix because there's a lot of congressmen and Congress people, I should say.
And there was a crash where dozens of people died like 3 months ago because they were doing military training.
Continuity of government training.
Near a commercial airport that already is over its traffic limits. And there were like both Congress people from Maryland and Virginia raising the alarm for years about this very topic. And so then good time to cut air traffic controllers.
An air traffic controller on Friday from Newark Airport anonymously told MSNBC correspondent Tom Costello that you should avoid Newark at all costs.
This is alarming. A whistleblower from Newark Airport warns travelers to steer clear, citing unsafe conditions. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a blatant failure by those in power. The system is rigged to benefit the elite while the average person pays the price.
You're a flyer.
That's pretty bad news for me. This upcoming, I mean, I'm traveling. I'm going away for a long weekend for my bachelorette party, so I did not like seeing this news.
He said, well, do you want to close your ears? He
No.
said it's not safe. It's not a safe situation right now for the flying public. Costello described it as an incredible unsolicited statement. He just said to me, and separately, don't fly into Newark. Avoid Newark at all costs. That's a little harrowing, but maybe this is hyperbole from the fake news. Let's check in with Sean Duffy in front of some type of like big green screen, as if he's like in an FAA tower. Having this to say, this is, I don't know if you ever saw those series of movies, Airplane. They're probably inappropriate now, but like...
I have seen that.
There was one character who's running through... Oh, that crash was at Reagan, sorry. Running through literally with their hair on fire going, don't worry, everything's fine. This is Sean Duffy doing that version of that.
A upfront substantial bonus for those controllers who are eligible to retire to actually stay on, and our hope is through this partnership.
So just like this is funny because they are driving people out of the USDA, for instance. They're up to like 10 to 15% of people. That's the agency that will often protect our food. They are driving them out and giving them, they're paying them until September, of course not to work, and then firing them. essentially, or forcing them to resign. People are, nervous about staying at that agency. But here at the FAA, they finally realized, like, oh, this is something that people are going to notice a little quicker. Like, if there's an outbreak of salmonella or, or E. coli or botulism, it's localized maybe only across 3 or 4 states. It's not as camera ready as like planes crashing into each other. And so here they're doing the opposite to get, they're basically saying, hey, those rules that we had about your retirement age? And I mean, being an air traffic controller is an incredibly stressful job, as you can imagine. Those rules that we have about like retirement age and this and that, don't worry about it. We're just going to pay you a bonus to stay on.
Clock in, old fella.
Who are eligible to retire to actually stay on. And our hope is through this partnership with NATCA and also with our supercharge efforts in the academy, which, by the way, if anyone's watching this and you're young or you're a parent or a grandparent, Nick will tell you air traffic controllers make really good money. It's a great career. The controllers I've talked to have said, listen, it is stressful. It's a hard job. Really well skilled and qualified men and women do this job, but the controllers I've talked to, they love their job. They love their hours. They love the work they do. They love the effort that they put in actually helps keep Americans safe, keep planes safe, efficiently use our airspace. So if you're looking for a great job, not a good job, a great job, paying you well over $100,000 very quickly into your certification, air traffic control is a great place. We're looking to hire
first
as we go through this supercharge. So take a look at that, if you will. If you're a young person or if you're a parent or a grandparent, talk to your kids about air traffic control. The academy is about 4 months in training, and then you're out in a tower and you're making real money. So today again, we are giving a.
Air traffic controllers have a mandatory retirement age of 56, which incidentally, I'm older than. Just to be clear.
We look great.
Thank you. Now, it could be waived for people who look great until they're 61.
Central casting.
And I suspect that's what's going on. They're waiving all of the mandatory retirements. They're keeping on anybody they can and giving them a bonus to stay on. With all due respect to those air traffic controllers, I don't want someone there who is making the decision of like, I'm burnt out.
This is an outrage. The elite are keeping burnt-out controllers on the job for their financial gain, putting our lives at risk. This manipulation of safety standards is a direct consequence of a system that prioritizes profits over people. We deserve better.
I'm fried. This job has been exhausting. I want to stay on for a little bit other cash. It's worth it.
I remember.
I mean,
yeah.
There's some jobs like, let's say this job. Okay, you waived the retirement age for me. I'm going to stay on. I'm going to make a little bit more money. My kids, going to college in 6 years. I'll stay on. But if I screw up, planes don't drop out of the sky. It's a little scary.
Well, it's also, Nathan Tankus was when he came on and we were talking about the payment system in the federal government and like how making this very complicated Byzantine system more efficient is actually the really wrong thing to do, because if you're crossing a bridge, you don't want that built efficiently. You want to create redundancies and safeguards and almost be inefficient in your construction of it so that you don't have it failing 1% of the time or 0.05% of the time or whatever. You need to make it so that it may be inefficient, but it's completely structurally sound. How is this not how we view air traffic?
What we're witnessing is a calculated manipulation of our air travel safety by those at the top. The system is designed to benefit the few while compromising the safety of the many. Are you willing to accept this risk? Comment below.